Hey guys, it's Alex from Disciples here with yet another monotone deck profile for the June 2020 ban list. So I've got Salamangreat today. For anyone that knows me as a player knows that two of my favorite decks of all time are Salamangreat and Zephyra, which is why those are primarily decks I'm going to be bringing you on this channel. But this was something I wanted to release anyway, just for the lack of content on this channel as of recent. But yeah, I love this deck and I'm going to show you some unique takes. I've had minor influence from Callum Cook's lists he's been playing for online tournaments, so that's mainly where I got the basis from. But yeah, let's just get straight into it. So starting for the monster lineup and starter cards mainly, I've got 3 Lady Debug. This is kind of obvious just because it gets you to your 1 Gazelle. That's really far over. Again, this is a 1, so you want to like maximize the opportunity to get to it. I'm playing 2 Foxy. I've seen a lot of lists in the Salamangreat groups only playing 1, but I decided that there were some situations when I play this deck online. If I Pot of Desires banish the Foxy, the 1 of Foxy, then there's some situations where I was just like really unfortunate. So yeah, that's why I just bumped up to 2, and it also has a chance to get you into Gazelle or more copies of your traps. And then for like the rest of the starter cards I'm playing, like the obligatory free mining 1 circle, they're just like, you've got 8 copies of Gazelle, and that's something you just want as many copies as you possibly get. When Gazelle was at 3, you'd still play free Gazelle, free mining, free circle, for example, because it's 9 copies of Gazelle, and you've got your engine that gets you to Gazelle then even, so like, there's no reason not to play or max out on these cards. So that's it for like the dedicated starter cards. And then we play 2 Spinny, 2 Jaguar, and then 1 Falco. So Falco's pretty cool here because you could do neat plays where if you've got like the extenders, you can like send the Falco off Gazelle, just so you've got you can bounce the Gazelle back to your hand, and you've got a more reliable way of being able to beat cards like Nibiru, because like if you get Nibiru before you've got Gazelle, or you summon Gazelle even, then it just becomes a lot weaker. Or recycle Gazelle even, but yeah. 2 Spinny, realistically, if I didn't play Pot of Desires, I think I'd test playing 1, because I find myself just wanting it like in the early game, not in the late game so much, but I don't know, maybe 2 is probably optimal, but like I'd have to consider like playing without Desires and only playing 1. 2 Jag, again, like probably without Desires you probably play it 1, but then again, Hagpara is in the format, Cool Blooded Graves kind of in the format, and Shark Cannon's definitely in the format, so like those are 3 different cards that can be played in basically every deck that deals with a monster effect in the graveyard, or monster in the graveyard even. And if you lose Jaguar, you lose your like recycling engine, so that's kind of important, so 2 probably makes sense. And then for like the last like main monster in the deck, 3 Parallel Exceed. This card's bonkers. You summon a link monster, summon this from hand, then you summon 1 from deck, and then you just make a free rank 4, and I think it's just, personally, I think it's just such an insane card. Or you can make just a link 2, and that's also just insane. So I really like this card. It's a great boost for the deck coming out of Echo. So 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Nibiru for hand traps, as well as 3 impermanents. I'm also playing 1 Effect Veiler. So the Effect Veiler is the 40th card currently. Before I had a slightly different list where I was not playing the 3rd Foxy or the Veiler, and I was playing 41 cards with goes and matches. I think that's literally card for card Callum's list, but that's what I was testing anyway to reel in the deck, sort of. And I really missed the Foxy, and the goes and matches were realistically like the only cards I could think about cutting, because I'll show something that will come up later in the profile. It's just something that I really fell in love with when I was playtesting the deck. So I decided to play 1 more for hand trap because it fulfills the same sort of role as goes a match, because it's a defensive card, and going second you just want defensive cards, and even going first, like having this is, like, it's not as good as Ghost in Match, obviously, which is why I decided to Ghost in Match. But like, Veiler's it's just still just like probably one of like the 4th or 5th best hand trap, generic hand trap, just because like it fills the same roles in permanence. It's just another negation, and it doesn't lose to the once per turn copy on once per turn clause on Ash Blossom. But I still probably wouldn't cut down the amount of Ash Blossom just because of how this deck can recycle fire monsters, and you want to see Ash Blossom just because it means you've got hand trap every single turn. I might be wrong there, so correct me down below in the comments if you think I am wrong. Then going on to spell cards, 3 Apostle Desires. This again just makes a lot of sense. You want to draw into your good cards and banish your bad ones, but yeah, you just need like more broken cards in this deck, and Apostle Desires says draw 2, so no reason not to play it. Then moving on to Salamangreat themed cards, we've got 2 Will, 1 Sanctuary. I should probably play a common one, but you know what, we'll keep with the super, the Ultra even. Then 2 Roar, 2 Rage. So I think the 2 of the traps is fine with Desires. Sometimes you may break on too many, but like if you're even able to just get to a Balinx, you still got like 2 interrupts, and that's not a bad thing. Will's good, it helps you play going second and play through hand traps going first, and Sanctuary is just obligatory. Then the last 2 cards in my deck are 1 Gravedigger's Trap Hole and 1 Floodgate Trap Hole. So I questioned Callum about this because I wasn't sure on these cards initially, but personally, when I was testing with them, I just really enjoyed making Rafflesia. Like, making Rafflesia, like, obviously it's got like some nostalgia when making it, but like from earlier formats, but like it's actually, I really just liked making it. Like, being able to just Floodgate Trap Hole like a Block Dragon or a tuner off of Health Vibrax, or it's just stuff like that, it's just really good. And same with like just beating Nibiru because of Gravedigger's Trap Hole. So like, it's definitely something I recommend testing. It's a little bit iffy at times with Pop Desires because sometimes you banish the wrong hole and it goes a bit wrong, but like there's nothing you do there. Like, that's just variance at the end of the day. So like, there's definitely like merit to playing without these cards, but when I've been playing them, they've been really good for me. So that rounds off the main deck, 40 cards, and then side deck, sorry, extra deck even, whoa. 3 Balinx, no reason to play less ever. 3 Sunlight Wolf again, probably no reason to play less ever. No, definitely no reasons to ever play less. 2 Heat Leo again. I saw people like debating cutting this, but it just doesn't make sense. Like, when you're playing against back row decks, you just want to be able to like Heat Leo, like Wolf, add back a card, like Heat Leo, then Heat Leo again, spin 2, then set a trap card, and that's just insane, isn't it, really? Then 1 Lingeribo for like more generic cards. We're not really in a trap format, but like versus Eldritch, just like, so they usually just expect you to go into Balinx and just like slapping a Lingeribo down, and then it's even more insane when you open Lingeribo like a Salamangreat monster plus Parallel Exceed, because then you can like just go like summon Parallel Exceed, make your plays that way, and it's just blast. It's so insane in my eyes anyway. I'm playing Splash Mage. I'm not a big fan of this card, but it becomes a lot more valuable when you're playing cards like Access Code Talker in your extra deck, just because it gives you an additional pop, like considering most extra decks fire, but then like because of Lingeribo, Splash Mage, Update Jammer, and Transcode Talker, you just get to the other like 4 out of 5 of the other elements, and that's insane, to be honest. And then obviously like Update Jammer, Transcode, and then Access Code. I think this card actually just broke the deck personally. It just meant that like any way to free monsters is just Update Jammer into Transcode, summon the Update Jammer back, make Access Code, and yeah, it's just game really, isn't it? Like, realistically, it's actually just Exodia, but yeah, this card's actually just busted. It's probably my favourite card in Yu-Gi-Oh! At the moment, besides Zephyroth. And then for the extra decks, Obligatory Dweller, you just want this to grow in games or to stop Block Dragon, one or the other. and then the Rafflesia. I've seen people playing Baguska. Personally, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not really a fan of Baguska as a card, to be honest, because I don't know, I'm just really not a fan of Baguska as a card. Like, I don't know, it has its formats, but I don't know, I'm just really never been a fan of it. So I've, like, before, in older builds of Salad, I play like a second Dweller or a Tornado Dragon before I'd ever go to a Baguska, and that works out for me. And yeah, Rafflesia, I really like it. It's just, it has really cool card design, and just being able to send trap holes to negate stuff is really cool. So yeah, that's the end of the main deck and extra deck.
Hey guys, thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the channel, as well as follow all of our socials in the description below to keep up to date on the team. Also check out all of our sponsors at the Brotherhood Games and Messmats in the description for high quality products and one of the best tournament organisers in the UK. Thanks for watching the video, and see you next time.